So here we have the new moon on the 10th of June 2021, and this is particularly for the area around the Mauna, the navel of the world for us, for me. And I hadn't made any full moon text or video because it wasn't such a significant time, although it looked spectacular from the sky. But this may be more significant here because we are having here not only the conjunction between the moon and sun, which is normal, but also here we have Mercury, and it's very close to the karmic aim of the whole game. Let's put it this way, and all of that is. I hope you can see it. It's in the third house, and it's in Gemini. Let me try to scroll this down a little bit that you can really see. It's Gemini. And Gemini is the first air sign of the zodiac. Here he says Gemini, yeah. And it is an intellectual sign. All the three air signs are intellectual signs. But this one is the first there. It's and the third house is an equivalent to Gemini, and this is domain of learning, of fact knowledge, of small journeys. It's not the big. It's not the big cast in philosophy, which would be the opposite. The opposite is Sagittarius. Here it's about philosophy. But I call the Gemini, I call them the journalists. They're supposed to report. They're supposed to be reporters. They're supposed to talk the truth, which they don't always, We know that. So we have to be very aware at the next new moon, where we are making for the next moon cycle to come, where we're making our intentions. What do we want to manifest in that time? What do we want to work on? That there is a great danger of cheating or being cheated. Illusions. See this red line? This is a square. This is 90 degrees. Like, imagine we are standing here. We are right here. This little dot, that's the Earth, and all this is circling around and shines on us from all sides. And so here we are in the domain of fact knowledge. That should be like as clear as 1 and 1 is 2 and not 3. But unfortunately it's not. So here we have Neptune, who belongs into Pisces. That's the ocean god, yeah? Don't forget that. And Neptune is when aspected well, which he partially is, especially with Pluto, and that's since a long time. You see here is a beautiful, beautiful fat sextile. Sextile is also called the Venus angle. It's 60 degrees, and it's a very, very good relationship Pluto and Neptune have with each other since the hippies, since the baby boomer generation. It's been like that. That is always in sextile. So there are the big reforms on Earth are happening here, and so Neptune belongs into Pisces, and it is like the unconditional oceanic infinite unpersonal love as such. But in difficult aspects, which I would call a square, a 90-degree angle, is a difficult aspect. Whatever is difficult here is red. Whatever is easy is blue. So here is here's the danger of cheating or being cheated by illusion. We want to be nice, but actually we are not saying the truth, and this can be can have unpleasant consequences, to put it this way. But to tell the truth can also many times have very unpleasant consequences. So whatever. And so as this conjunction of moon and sun is directly connected with Mercury. Mercury is supposed to be the messenger of the gods. Remember, he has wings at his heels, and so it's a time for communication, very much about communication and to explain oneself, to tell the truth. So here we have Saturn in Aquarius, and Aquarius is the last Earth air sign. It is also a very intellectual sign, but there it is about reforms, not as much as revolutions, but it's definitely about reforms. And so now Saturn, who is the master of karma, the it's kind of a merciless, yeah, but it's the optimal justice is unfortunately here. So, but there is a good connection to the sun. So to what's actually happening here in our communication. If we stick to that, if we stick to what we always wanted all our lives, since we were young, idealistic hippies, we will do well. We will do well. We don't have to worry too much. Of course, there's always a danger of being misunderstood. And one thing is a very is a very good thing to how to handle these energies. If you see Mars is here about to transition into Leo. It is still in the motherly Cancer sign, and it's opposed to Pluto. But it is in very sweet, beautiful angle to Neptune, and it's in the fifth house. And Leo is the fifth house is equivalent to Leo, and it's about self expression. It's about I, me, and myself, and this is where art happens, because art is self expression. Yeah. And when it's master art, and it's a very beautiful self-expression, but not always, unfortunately. So, but I would advise dance, put on music, dance, express yourself, so that you put out your energy in a way that you get energy back, because that's an exercise. But express yourself, and so. So here you can, if you express yourself, you can express all your ideals without, cheating. It's about, you dance your fairy tale, dance what you want, dance what you want to bring into your and other people's lives. Yeah. So then here another a very strong aspect is here, which is like about to blow up, and that is the square between um, the slow grinding Saturn in Aquarius and Uranus in the first Earth sign. So there can be blow up around this time. I think the aspect is a few days later. is absolutely 90 degree. Um, there can be blow ups. It is possible, like that there are earthquakes or some kind of things blowing up, and where the earth is in our face and say, no, 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 no. You have been tormenting me too long, and you are destroying whatever I love, and you're all my children, and you are self-destructive, and I cannot let this happen. I must show you the consequences. So it's very possible that around this time something is blowing up somewhere, some volcano or whatnot. We'll see. We'll see what's going to blow up. And but what is the most important thing is really it is all about learning. And you may have ever heard the proverb, or so, whatever you want to learn, teach it. So I would love to teach you about astrology, because that is how we really connect with uh, with the universe around us. That we imagine ourselves to be here in this tiny, tiny, tiny dot in the middle, and all this is moving around us, and it is shining on us, and it is in relationship with each other. And so this is an image of soul life. If any child is born at that particular day, that child would not day only, at that particular moment, uh, uh, shortly after midnight. It's shortly after midnight. Let me see. I can't. Let me see. It is. Yeah, it is about 1 o'clock in the morning. That child would have this kind of horoscope, birth horoscope. Yeah, and with the influences for that particular day, would kind of battle with, and be challenged by, and blessed by. This is a big blessing here. I haven't talked about this. It's kind of a secret thingy. Um, um, all his or her life, but for us it's an influence, and we have to see where is our personal data affected by it, how we are relating to this event. But this event is for here, for the so-called big island of Hawaii. Is actually the Hawaiian island, and it stands for all who are supportive in protecting sacred land here and all over the world.